speech of the President Barack Obama on the occasion of Back to School event. Hello everyone, I am here with students at Wakefield High School in Arlington, Virginia. We have got students tuning in from across America, kindergarten through 12th grade. I'm glad you all could join us today. For many of you, today is the first day of school, and for those of you in kindergarten or starting middle or high school, it is your first day in a new school, so it is understandable if you are a little nervous. I imagine there are some seniors out there who are feeling pretty good right now with just one more year to go. And no matter what grade you are in, some of you probably wishing it were still summer and you could have stayed in bed just a little longer this morning. When I was young, my family lived in Indonesia for a few years, and my mother did not have the money to send me where all the American kids went to school. So she decided to teach me extra lessons herself Monday through Friday. So, I know some of you are still adjusting to being back at school, but I am here today because I have something important to discuss with you. I'm here because I want to talk with you about your education and what is expected of all of you in this new school year. Now, I have given a lot of speeches about education and I have talked a lot about responsibility. I have talked about your teacher's responsibility for inspiring you and pushing you to learn. I have talked about your parents' responsibility for making sure you stay on track and get your homework done. I have talked a lot about your government's responsibility for setting high standards, supporting teachers and principals, and turning around schools that are not working, where students are not getting the opportunities they deserve. But at the end of the day, we can have the most dedicated teachers, the most supportive parents, and the most best schools in the world. And none of it will matter unless all of you fulfill your responsibilities, unless you show up to those schools, pay attention to those teachers, listen to your parents, grandparents, and adults, and put in the hard work it takes to succeed. That is what I want to focus on today. The responsibility each of you has for your education. I want to start with the responsibility you have to yourself. Every single one of you has something you are good at and has something to offer. Maybe you could be a good writer, good enough to write a book or articles in a newspaper, but you might not know it until you write a paper for your English class. Maybe you could be an innovator or an inventor, maybe even good enough to come up with the next iPhone or a new medicine or vaccine, but you might not know it until you do a project for your science class. Maybe you could be a mayor or a senator or a Supreme Court justice, but you might not know that until you join student government or the debate team. No matter what you want to do with your life, I guarantee that you will need an education to do it. You want to be a doctor or a teacher or a police officer. You want to be a nurse or an architect, a lawyer or a member of our military. You are going to need a good education for every single one of those careers. You cannot drop out of school and just drop into a good job. You have got to work for it and train for it and learn for it. What you make of your education will decide nothing less than the future of the country. What you are learning in school today will determine whether we as a nation can meet our greatest challenges in the future. So, today I want to ask you, what is your contribution going to be? What problems are you going to solve? What discoveries will you make? What will a president who comes here in 20 or 50 or 100 years say about what all of you did for this country? Your families, your teachers are doing everything to make sure you have the education you need to answer these questions. I am working hard to fix up your classrooms and get you the books, equipment, and computers you need. But you have got to do your part too. So I expect you to get serious this year. I expect you to put your best effort into everything you do. I expect great things from each of you. So do not let us down. Do not let your family or your country or yourself down. Make us all proud. I know you can do it. Thank you. God bless you. Dear Sir, please accept my enthusiastic application to work as cashier at the Pink Creamery ice cream shop. I would love the opportunity to be a hard-working employee at your establishment. I believe my excellent customer service and leadership abilities would make me an ideal employee. Your advertisement specifies that you require an employee who is comfortable working in customer service as a cashier at a grocery store for 3 years. I have experience providing friendly service to customers even during the busiest hours of service. As a member of my university's entertainment committee, I have gained further experience in customer service, making arrangements and providing accommodations for a variety of artists and other performers. I am always ready with a smile and helping hand for any customers visiting to our ice cream shop. Finally, you state that employees must be leaders capable of 23 running the cash register alone for period of time. I have extensive leadership experience. I have run meetings for my high school's literary magazine as literary editor, and I served as my track team's captain. Both positions required making difficult decisions during stressful times. For example, when a team member was injured right before a race, the track coach and I had to decide who would take her place. As literary editor, I also had to make every last minute decision about the organization of our magazine. I am confident that I can handle stressful situations and make important decisions while working as a cashier for your store. I am therefore certain that my customer service abilities and leadership skills are just the qualities you are looking for the Pink Creamery ice cream shop. I have enclosed my resume and attested copies of the certificates and testimonials and will call within the next week to see if we might arrange a time to speak together. I hope that the above particulars will meet with your requirements. If an opportunity is given to serve you, I shall exploit it fully and to your complete satisfaction. Thank you so much for your valuable time and consideration. Thanking you in anticipation. Yours very sincerely, Niranjan Das Gupta.